There are so many new beginnings happening for you. It's literally crazy. Not the Star and the Ace of Pentacles. Now that you're putting yourself first, now that you realize how worthy you are, the universe is going to start mirroring that back to you. I'm seeing you have new beginnings in every area of your life. I'm talking deeper relationships. I'm talking more money. I'm talking more stability, more peace, more safety. The safety is coming through really strongly. I feel like I'm speaking to a collective of people who, yes, I want money. Yes, I want love. What I want most of all is a home. What I want most of all is stability, safety. I want to feel safe. I want to feel like I'm doing the right thing when aligned with my highest self. And stability is coming. And for a lot of you, it's coming through perception. Working through your inability to be perceived has helped you in such a Queen of Wands. Black cats have been super significant. Ten of Cups. Just by you working on being perceived, working on putting yourself out there more, even if it's just like smiling at someone at the grocery store. There was a period of time where I couldn't even look someone in the eye because I had so much trauma from my domestic violence situation and dealing with homelessness and all these sorts of things. It completely broke me down as a person. And now that I've done the work to be able to show up authentically and be myself, I feel so stable. I feel so healed. And there's the Six of Wands. What I say about you putting yourself out there, you being unafraid to be authentic is going to bring you the bag, is what I'm hearing. Specifically the bag. Oh, and right now we're in a period of surrender. So you're doing all the steps. Like if you're posting, keep posting. If you're showing up at work a certain way, keep showing up in that way. If you're speaking your truth, whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. Because now it's just about surrender. It's about doing the steps and allowing the universe to bless you. There's nothing you can do to stop this blessing that's coming in. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You can delay it by doing nothing. You can delay it by being at odds with your highest self, but the blessing is coming. You're going to reach a point where you're like, I actually have to change. I actually have to do things differently because I cannot take this anymore. Ace of Cups. And I saw the Lovers earlier. Interesting. And not the Wheel of Fortune hiding underneath the Star. Are you kidding me? You've been sitting a lot with yourself. And I don't think it's from a place of being isolated. I think this is a choice. You choosing to be alone, spending your time alone, recouping your energy, and really understanding where your energy is leading you without the input of other people in your life. And this is something that was kind of hard for you to do in the beginning. I feel like you were the type of person who was like, let me just ask someone real quick. Let me just see what they think. Let me just get a little bit more clarification first. And now you're like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I am the star of my own life. I am the lead actress in my own life, and everything works out for me. Everything gets better. All I have to do is find the answers within myself and allow the universe to mirror them on the outside. That's literally all that's happening right now. You are finding yourself, and the universe is mirroring that self back to you via opportunities, relationships, conversations even. All of your energy is being mirrored back to you. And if you don't like the energy being mirrored back to you, it's time to change where the energy is coming from. Change the source. You are the source. King of Swords and then the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've already had this moment, but for those of you who haven't, you've had this moment of deciding what it is you actually want from life. Am I going to be sad forever? Am I going to be depressed? Or am I going to take the power that I have within my own hands and change my internal landscape? And that's what you've done. You're changing your internal landscape. You're choosing you. You're controlling your thoughts. You're controlling your tongue, controlling your mind, deciding where you spend and where you send your energy. And I'm hearing you've unlocked the gates. And I'm seeing I'm seeing the show Supernatural, specifically the part where they're trying to unlock all the seals. Listen, I was watching Supernatural as it was coming out, so I don't know what season and all 16 of them, but something about unlocking seals. I'm also seeing a pentagram or a pentacle. Ace of Pentacles right here. Or Eight of Pentacles. I said ace. Yes, my love. What do you need? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, I love you.
I do too. What is this?
It is a case for my SD card. So funny, my kid came down here right as I was pulling the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You have a very familiar energy returning to you, the energy of your younger self. Yes, Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. You could be really called to tap into your inner child. I'm hearing specifically your inner teen. Maybe doing something to honor that younger version of yourself who felt like they never got to be heard. It could be something as simple as getting a tattoo you always wanted or dyeing your hair a certain color. Purple and indigo are popping out a lot. Also, an emerald green is really coming through really strongly. Bye, baby. I love you. What's in your mouth? What is it? Okay. But there's something about honoring your inner teenager, your inner adolescent, and giving them something that they would have wanted, but something that was like they were just not allowed to have, or it was looked down upon. They were considered weird. You could be the black sheep of your family. I'm seeing very like maybe goth or alternative in high school. I went through that phase. It's not a phase, mom. You went through that phase, and maybe it wasn't a phase, but maybe you learned to mask or show up in a way that was more accepted by others, so that you could be the version of you always want, so that you could be accepted by people, so you could be accepted in society. And there's part of you that still feels suppressed, and so your higher self is really encouraging you right now to start bringing in pieces from your adolescence. You want all aspects of yourselves, I'm hearing, in on the project. So you want your inner child on board, you want your inner teen on board, your inner masculine, your inner feminine. It's like a full family within you. I know that sounds crazy, but hang in there with me. Your inner child needs to feel safe and creative. Your inner teen needs to be heard. Your inner masculine needs to be able to provide structure, and your inner feminine needs to be able to flow. All of these things need to work together in order to bring about the change that is happening, in order to help you integrate as the highest version of yourself. I'm hearing integration does not happen on a surface level. It happens on the inside first, and then you begin to change from the inside, and that therefore changes your actions. That therefore changes the decisions that you make, because you're no longer making decisions from the damaged, layered ego that you created in order to keep yourself safe. You need all aspects of yourself at every stage, your higher self included, in order to bridge that gap, in order to find that completion, that wholeness that is waiting on the other side of you actually deciding to be who you are. Your authentic self, not the self you constructed to be accepted by others. It is time to be your most authentic self. How can you find your soul tribe? How can you find stability, love, even aligned income if you are not aligned with yourself? So your higher self is begging you. Just be yourself, love yourself, integrate with yourself. Stop hiding parts of you that you think are going to make people ostracize you or alienate you. The people who are not in alignment with you will do that, but we don't want those people anyway. So we'll leave it there. If you need help integrating with your higher self, you can check out my program, The Higher You, 21 Days of Integration. We use things like nervous system regulation, subliminals, EFTs, all the goodies. There is a unique nervous system regulation tool in every day of the course to help you build your toolkit in order to align with the highest version of you without freaking out your nervous system. And there's a bunch more in there. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out at the link in my bio. You can also follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, depending on where you're watching this. All of my links are where the links are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.